Hi guys, it's Nikki, Creative Nicki's Homemade Crafts. Today I would like to teach you how to do the linked half double crochet. So typically when you do half double crochets, you always have a small little gap in between. The linked one prevents that gap and actually makes the whole stitch or the stitch pattern together a little bit more tighter and doesn't have so many gaps. Alright, so let's get started. I just have here a chain. I didn't count, it doesn't really matter here, of, a little chain here. So let's start. So you will not, you will pretty much ignore the very first chain from the hook. You go into the second one, yarn over and pull through. So that's just simply how you would do when you do a yarn over on a half double crochet, but just here it's going through a chain. Then you go into the next one, yarn over and pull through. Now you have 3 on your hook. That's all you need for a half double crochet. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Make sure it's loose because we need to go into the very first one now. Okay, so now instead of yarning over, we're going into the last one that we just made here. So there's 3, right? There was 3 loops on your hook, so the last one, going through, yarn over, pull through, go into the next one, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 3 again, yarn over, pull through all 3. Let me do that again slowly. So into the last one. So again, make sure your tension is loose. Yarn over, pull through. Go to the next stitch or chain. Yarn over, pull through. So you have 3. Yarn over, pull through all 3. So you can tell already it's linked together. You can see right here. So you don't have these bigger gaps. Although the half double crochet is already pretty small, so you won't notice too much of a difference. Okay, let's keep going. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, you have 3, yarn over, pull through all 3. So you go through that last one right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, go through all 3. Okay, let me fast forward to the end and then I'll turn and I'll show you how the next one looks like. Just exactly the same, but I'm just going to fast forward. Okay, so now that we're at the end of the row, we will turn our work. You chain 3 and turn. So now we're going to do the exact same thing as we did in the very beginning. We're going to ignore the very first chain. We're going into the second, yarn over, pull through. And now you're going into your first stitch, yarn over, pull through. Now yarn over and pull through all 3. If you kind of hold the very last loop like I do right here, you have an easier time later on going through. You see, it didn't pull too far and the tension is loose on that one. So you go through that last one. Let me go back. So you made your stitch, you go through that last loop right there, yarn over, pull through, go through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 on your hook, hold the last stitch, yarn over, pull through, and now you can do that again. The more often you do this, the faster it'll be. Of course, on the very first row, it's always a little bit different because it has that chain. It's a little bit tighter, but once you start on the second row, you can see already I'm much faster now. So I'm going to finish this row and then I'm going to try to pretend that this is actually a round piece and how you would handle it if you need to link to the next stitch or the first stitch when it is a round piece. Just that you can see already how it looks like if you would do this in a round. So of course, if you would do this in a continuous round, this would obviously be much easier because you don't have to connect to the first stitch. But let me show you how to do that in a second. So this is how it looks like now after we did 2 rows of linked half double crochets. So you can see they're really linked in between. You don't have these bigger gaps. And now I'm going to pretend that this was a round, a round rather than a flat version. So I'm going to go over here, kind of make it round. And let's say, okay, I need to somehow connect this to the first one. So how would I go about doing that? So I have to kind of hold this now in order to pretend that, because you know it's technically not. So what I would do is I would go through this stitch just like I would when I had a normal one, right? It was this last one. Kind of go through. Then I'm going to go through the first one from underneath. Oh, I need to make sure I'm not grabbing the rest of it. So like that. I'm going to take my yarn, so I have 3 on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's similar to a slip stitch, but it's a linked one. So now you would do 3, just like we normally would. You go into the third, right? Then you go into that first, and then all 3, right? So that's how you link it. So let me go back and kind of show you that again. Okay, so again, I'm pretending this is a round, okay? So I go through the very last one, just like you normally would, right? The very last one I'm going to go through, okay? Then I'm going to go through that horizontal line that was created on that very first stitch, yarn over and pull through all 3, just like a slip stitch. Okay, one more time please, just because I don't want to do another full round just to show you this part. So I'm just going to redo it right here. Okay, so go through the very last one, go through that horizontal line. You can see them right here. Like that. Yarn over, pull through all 3. That way you slip stitch it, and then you can start your new round. So this is how you would do it if it's in a round, right? Let me show you the flat version again. This is now how it looks like flat. So I hope this video was helpful on how to do the linked half double crochet. Please like, comment, and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.